Good morning and happy Monday. I've just trained up her. If you want to know how I'm feeling, you just need to look at these bad boys. Wow, night 2 was not it. Night 1 was a lie. Night 1 of crate training was an absolute lie because she slept through and was really good. Last night, howled like fuck, cried a lot, even was like ragging on her cage. So we caved and we've brought the cage upstairs. The plan is to bring the cage upstairs for a few days so she knows that we're not going anywhere when we leave, and then wean her back onto going downstairs. I'm sharing this because I share everything. I might be completely wrong. I might be making a rod for my own back, but this is how we're attempting puppy training for now. So before we get on to all of her commands and things, we just need to box off sleep because Andy and I both need it. She needs it for her development and stuff as well. So that actually was a decent session considering how tired I am. I've just been cleaning up wee. Meanwhile, this is going on. I've just finished my steps for the day and come home, and Andy is playing a game of what are you calling it?
Skim the donut.
Skim the donut. And apparently it's her favourite. Trust our dog to love donuts, just like her mum and dad. My makeup is everywhere because she keeps licking my face. I can't bring myself to stop her. I'm having another game. Keep on trying it. We've tried teaching her name tonight. You're not supposed to do like intense training for more than like 20 minutes a day. So we're just focusing on little bits. So trying to teach her name. As soon as she's got that pretty nailed, we'll start with commands and stuff. But at the minute, she's still only a baby. We keep forgetting. Some of the training stuff that we're watching is like 12-week, 16-week-old puppies and stuff. And she's done a few poos on the mats today, hasn't she?
One poo on the mat.
And one outside, and only had 2 accidents.
She did one wee on the rug just after you'd gone.
Oh, really?
She got shouted at for that.
Maggie.
It then got cleaned up, and then she went, so we've just come from a play outside, and she did a wee outside. So it's just
yeah.
You just have to take her out so frequently enough that she knows
That's
all she knows is to wee outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, we'll get to a point where the puppy pads are out, and if she's using them, great. Which she seems to be for poops, but it's only wees that we're struggling with at the minute. We'll get there. It's only like day 2. We're hoping to have an easier night tonight with the crate and bedtime, aren't we? Yes, he is. Who's that? Is she? It's Tuesday. Ultra flexy. And guess who's about to train Cons and Delts on a full night's sleep? It is 5 to 1 and we're having a chilled day. I'm actually just watching a few videos online about separation anxiety. I mean, it's very, very early to tell whether that is something that she has, but when we have tried going out, she howls the house down. Last night, she slept through the night completely. She was in our room, but I think there's conflicting advice about how to crate train puppies in like the evening and stuff and when they're going to sleep. We also knackered her out last night before we went to bed, so we've worked out the perfect, like, if we're putting her in a crate, knacker her out. She was crying when I went to the gym today, and when Andy got back from his run she was crying. So we're just going to try a few different things. I have been in the shower and washed my hair today, and I put her in the crate before I did that to just reassure her that I do come back, and started doing some bits that way. And I've just been watching some videos on it and just picking up some tips, and I am just like writing them down. I'm sending them to Andy as well, so that we've both got them in like a puppy training group chat. I don't know whether we're losers or not, but we've just got to be consistent in our front with this. and our approach, because otherwise she won't listen and will confuse her, which I don't want. So I'm just looking at tips on how to teach her her name as well. But that has been going pretty well, actually. She's made some improvements there and is looking better. So, oh, she's just trumped. That stings. That's the first stinky trump that we've really had. Ugh. Well, she is my dog, so. Good morning, it is Wednesday, and no matter how fresh-faced I look, I do not feel it. We have had a difficult night last night. Oh, just when you think things are getting easier and that you're smashing it, something will just sucker punch you. We did not get a lot of sleep last night. We had a lot of crying last night. I don't think she was as tired out last night than she was the previous night. Yeah, I don't know. We're learning as much as she is. But anyway, I've got about 3 minutes before my day at work starts. It's 8:30. I've been sat here since 10 to 8 because why not? And I'll leave a little bit earlier. But I've got a big exercise today, and then I'll be working for a few bits afterwards, but leaving slightly earlier so that I can get some cardio done, get my steps done. Thank God it's rest day, because if I had a training session today, it would not be good. It would not be good at all. I have been exercising some of our colleagues for hours today, like 6 hours, and I haven't taken my lunch. So I'm gonna have some food, and then I am gonna go and get my cardio in and get my steps in. How is it so exhausting to just sit and do like the same thing? I'm gonna make a chicken, rice, egg and veg meal and then crack on. I actually went on a podcast on Monday, I don't think I mentioned this, at work, through work, to talk about the Blue Crest Wellbeing report that I go and get done, and just try to encourage more people to do it. We offer such a good wellbeing thing. Yes, I've still got wedding cards up. It makes me feel a little bit more alive. But we have about 400 employees now, and I think there's about 50% of them that aren't using their wellbeing allowance properly, which I just think is absolutely mental. So I'm a massive advocate for that at work. So I did a little podcast. So I've checked over that today. It actually sounds quite good. I'm really chuffed with it, which is quite nice. But on that subject, the reason why I was talking about it, I wasn't blowing my own trumpet. I need to talk through it and just show what I do get from that, because they are available to the public. It's just that I get mine free through work, but I think they're really, really good. Maggie, sit. Good girl. Maggie, sit. Good girl. Maggie, sit. Good girl. I'm so happy. I just inserted that little clip of us doing a little bit of training. But sit. I feel we've got, haven't we? We've got really good at sit. Next is paw. Next is paw. And we're still going with the name training and some of the techniques that I've seen to really get her name nailed. But that'll only help with her recall and stuff, but she's a long way off from being she's in play mode now. A long way off from paw, good girl. She's doing it without the ham, okay. Maggie, sit. Good girl, paw. You can do it, paw. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, super chuffed with that. I'm gonna get my last two. She's just chosen playtime. She had her first 2 meals today, but yeah, I'm gonna grab my next 2 meals and do the rest of my steps on the treadmill, but I'll just finish my cardio, so it's so much closer. Oh my goodness, I was vlogging. Good. Good morning. It's Thursday and it is bright. Can we calm down? Oh, I shouldn't be complaining. I have just listened to Wee Wee TV. Wee Wee TV is what we have named our puppy cam on my drive to work, and I know that's really sad, but I'm trying to work out how long it takes her to settle when I leave the house, and it was about half an hour of just pure screaming and howling. She had a broken night's sleep last night. I had a broken night's sleep last night. She hasn't slept through since Monday night. But we'll get there. I need to stop being so hard on myself with her development and stuff, because it's not even been a week yet. She's learned loads of stuff. She's getting better at loads of things. She knows her name better. She's learned how to sit. She was very close to paw last night. Paw, she did it 3 times and then got bored. And I was like, right, okay, well, we won't do this anymore. But yeah, it's taking up a lot of my bandwidth in a nice way. Like, I love doing it. But yeah, our evenings are very training heavy at the moment, but only in short bursts, because puppies just do not have the attention span for that, and I don't want to overwhelm her. But something that I needed to do last night, which I didn't do enough of, is like intense play before bed, just to knacker her out, and it's just finding the balance of what that looks like for her. But anyway, that's what I'm operating on this morning. I've done my check-in and I'm okay with it. My posing is so lazy when I check in, and I need to fucking book my ideas up about that, really, because like prep isn't that far away and Amy isn't going to get an accurate like depiction of where I'm at with my posing if I carry on sending her shitty posing. But anyway, I'm okay with the visuals. I'm 84.1 this morning, so I'm nearly half a kilo down on my check-in last week. So I'm interested to see what she does with that. When I checked in with her last week and I asked, you know, what does the next 12 weeks or so look like for me? And she was like, get massive. I was like, fantastic. Good. I don't know whether that is a food push-up or not. I don't know what's coming today. I'm really not sure. But visually, I'm okay with it. It's a weird place to be, because I'm not comfortable with how I look, but it's holding 84 kilos very well. It's just a bit of a boring place to be at the minute, because there's not loads and loads of changes going on. But what do you do? I completely trust her, so it's fine. I will wait and see what her feedback is. It's another rest day today. I am going to try and get out for a walk at lunch, because I need to for my own mental health and just to break the day up here, because it's another busy day. My deadline that is today, I think, is changing. And you know what? It's so annoying. I've been proper killing myself the last 2 weeks to make this deadline today. And then I got an email yesterday that something was cancelled. And I'm like, right, okay, well, it's not that important, is it? And I'm starting to learn with work that nothing is worth the kind of pressures that I've put on myself this week, because things can change, deadlines can move. I've just been under pressure, my own pressure, and just work pressure from people that have been absent and stuff like that, and I need to just lay off, because it's just work. It's hard to say when you're in it, but it really is just work. Nothing really bad's gonna happen. I'm doing a great job. Yesterday was very intense with the exercise that we had going on. Exercise days are so draining mentally, and I was exercising for about 6 hours yesterday, most of which was spent, or all of which was spent just sat. So I was late finishing all my steps last night and stuff, but I did get it done. So I'm getting better at managing all of that kind of thing, and Andy is so understanding with all of the pressures that prep and bodybuilding brings. And because he loves Maggie so much and is enjoying this process so much, he obviously doesn't mind taking some of that stuff off me. And whilst he's upstairs working during the day, like, I'm doing all of the stuff with her. So it was all right. It's going to be good. We're just finding that new normal as well. So I'm going to go inside and get started with some work. My first meeting's at 9:30, so I've got a bit of time to have some breakfast, which I am desperate for. and I'll just let you know what Amy's feedback is when I get it, hopefully on a walk. I said I was going to go out at work on my lunch. Don't come for me, because I actually did something else and I forgot I'd booked onto this. So with it being Mental Health Awareness Week, my work put on a sound bath. One of the girls that works for us in the people and organisational development team is a qualified sound therapist. And I was like, I've never done this before. I'm in for it. So whilst I didn't get out on my steps at lunch, I've still done about 4,000 when I get home, is no big deal. Took part in the sound bath and it was wild. I didn't expect what I got in terms of how my body reacted to it. Really, really bizarre. Like, definitely go and do one, because it was so interesting. Some people were fully asleep, like my colleague next to me, and I'll explain this. I had a really bizarre experience with it, and we'd all kind of said, you know, if someone falls asleep and starts snoring and it's interrupting your experience of the sound bath, just tap them on the shoulder. So we'd said that. My mate next to me started snoring and I was like, I need to tap her, but I could not lift my arms. And I know that sounds mental, but it was like my whole body went cold and I felt like I could have floated away. I felt like I could have floated away. I felt like if I lifted my arm up to tap her, it would have gone like that. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Really, really strange. I was wearing a mask, like an eye mask. My eyes were darting everywhere. Like, I could tell that I wasn't asleep. I was very much conscious because I was thinking about all of the things that were happening to me and being like, what? Also, really imagined myself looking at my phone, but I wasn't lifting my arms, but it was like I was looking down and looking at my phone. Like, I could see my phone screen. I could see my phone screen as though my phone was there. My phone was the other side of the room. My glasses were off. I had a mask on, but I could see my phone screen. So that tells me that I'm probably on my phone too much. Not surprising. So I am going to try and like introduce a little bit more downtime off that, but it's how I operate all my stuff. So like I kind of can't. I found that super interesting. Other than like being like, what's going on? It was a lovely experience. So I'll definitely do another one. I'm going to head home now. I have had some feedback from Amy, but I haven't read it yet. I've got a feeling though that my food is going up. It's go time, baby.
It's the first proper bar.
Yeah. Not a fan of
Come here, you silly sod.
the masking.
Good girl.
God's sake. Hello, it is Friday. We have been having a bit of a mad half hour. I'm having an all right day at work. I'm just cracking on with stuff. And I've got my check-ins coming in. Dog's bouncing around. She's having a fucking great day. She's coming into her own loads at the minute. Proper playing. House is a mess, ignore that. Proper playing, bounding around everywhere. Fucking hell. I trained this morning in this t-shirt. I kept it on because I want to put it in her bed tonight to just really try and help settle her at night time, because she's doing okay. She's still waking up. I mean, it's really just for wheeze, to be honest, but she does cry a little bit when going to bed, and I just want her to help her feel safe and that we're there, because we literally are there. We're like a metre away in bed. So yeah, she's having a day where she's going absolutely nuts. She has managed the stairs herself today, which was a surprise because I didn't try and introduce her to that. She just appeared whilst I was on the toilet. She's nailed paw now, so that seems pretty solid in there. So she can sit, she can paw. She's just been introduced to the Hoover because it is coming downstairs in a minute. So yeah, it's been a big day for her already. I actually look unhinged. I've just finished doing my client check-ins and reading through them and feeding back. Fucking hell. The positive vibes this week and the wins. And you know what? I lost a client today. And I'm smiling. I lost a client today because she's met her goal. She's really happy, and normalise losing clients for the right reasons. She's reached a goal. She fits in the dress that she wanted to, and she's worked really, really fucking hard. She's lost about 36 pounds, and she just, do you know what means most to me? She sent me a picture tonight, and she just looks so fucking happy and confident, and that means more to me than any scale weight. Any scale weight. She looks fucking banging, and I'm really, really proud of her. I worked until quite late today for a Friday and did a food shop, did my check-ins obviously, but today has been intense. I've barely moved from my work, but I felt very productive and been very productive because of it. Start loads of work for the deadline that I've got next week, which I'm going to meet now with about 3 days grace. We love to see it. This last fortnight has really tested me with work, but I feel great today because I've done it. So all works out in the end. And I also bought Maggie an octopus toy from Morrison's, and she is vibing. Apparently the octopus toy is not as good as Cuddles with Andy. Maggie, paw. Oh, yay, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. We try again. Sit. Good girl. Paw. Paw. Good girl. Yay. Good girl. Wait. 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 Good. Good girl. Yeah. It's Saturday morning, and someone woke me up at 6 to go for a wee, and then came and parked herself here whilst I was just lying down with her. So we've just been chilling for the last hour. Andy's still in bed. I've just been letting him have a lie in, but I think it's going to be another slow weekend. I've just been catching up on the Olympia, ridiculous standards, and some nice surprises as well. I think Samson Dowder could place first or second, even though people were tipping him for a lower placing than that. I think some of the quality of the images that NPC have been posting haven't been very good. Like, people's condition isn't showing up, and then there'll be someone in the crowd that will post a picture and you're like, oh yeah, oh actually it's completely different. But Sydney Gillen's just announced her retirement, won her 8th Olympia, Miss Figure Olympia, and that's as sad as I am that she's left it. I think 8 is a really weird number to finish on. I don't know why. I'd have probably done it at 5 or 10. It just doesn't feel round enough, but when you're done, you're done. Makes it very exciting for next year and who's going to come and take the spot. We're going to have a easy weekend of snugs and walks and coffee and training and just chilling, I think. My food went up on Thursday, which I forgot to actually talk about. My food went up and my cardio came down a little bit because I dropped some weight. So Amy's taken 5 minutes cardio off me per session, so that's 15 minutes a week, and we've added in 50 extra calories to my 200 free calories, so that's now 250. And there's some extra rice in there every day, so whether that's training day, whether that's rest day, I've got some extra rice in one of my meals. I didn't expect my food bump to come from any other source. I knew it'd just be carbs, and actually I had it for the first time yesterday and it wasn't difficult to get in. Like, I didn't feel like it was a whole lot of volume, even though my rice has jumped from 125 to 250, so it's doubled. but it doesn't feel like I'm shoving it in. And it's like just sitting there. It's actually all right. So that's good.
Come on. Oh, Nat, don't get nervous and bite this. Come on. You can do it. I know. Okay. No, I did not.
We are very tired out from a visit to Pet's Corner, where we've picked up a little flyer for puppy hour, which is what we went in for. Apparently Pet's Corner do a puppy hour like every week on a Saturday. As long as your dog is under 18 weeks, you can attend this puppy hour. And once she's had her jabs next week, she should be able to, after a certain amount of time, be able to go out and mix with other dogs, which we're very much looking forward to. And if she picks up walking on the lead like she's picked up all of the tricks and stuff that she's done in the past few days, she will be amazing. Every confidence in her that she's going to be really well behaved on the lead and stuff. Picked up a harness for her. We picked up a licky mat, which will just distract her a little bit when we are nipping out of the house, and hopefully not have her feel as upset. Although today, I was a bit naughty today. Andy and I agreed that we weren't going to use the puppy cam to talk to her when she was getting wound up. Today I just thought I'd try it, and spoke to her when she was crying and said, "No, Maggie, no, shh." And within about 5 minutes, she settled down and went to sleep. So there is some benefit to having a little nosy at it and trying to get her to calm herself. But the licky mat, we're going to pop some when she is old enough, because you're only allowed to use the puppy peanut butter after they're 12 weeks old. So she's got a couple of weeks yet. We're going to mash up some banana and blueberries and some doggy pate that we bought, and we're going to pop that on the licky mat for when we go out and just see whether that helps distract her a little bit. What else did we pick up? A bacon bone, a bacon flavour bone. I think that's it. We're just going to go and grab a coffee at Starbucks now. Sit outside with her. If anyone wants to come and say hello, like, we just want her to hear all the noises, smell everything, and meet people that all look different. So if anyone's got tattoos, if anyone's got a beard, if anyone's wearing glasses, if anyone's wearing a hat, I'll be like, oh, come and have a word with her, because I don't want her to be fearful of anyone that looks slightly different or dresses different. I've been wearing my hat quite a lot recently, like a beanie, so that she just doesn't get wound up by people in hats, because I've had that before. I'm going to go and do that. And then tonight we're going to settle with an Indian, and it is October, so it means that I'm allowed to watch all of the spooky movies. And Andy said this morning, and I'm going to hold him to it, why don't we just go all in and I'll watch the new Exorcist movie? So I think that's what we're going to watch. Good morning. Oh, it is Sunday. Following the clip that I inserted from yesterday, we went for a coffee where Maggie got all of the attention from everyone passing by, which was really cute. It's so good to get out, even if she can't go on the floor yet and socialise with other dogs, to get her used to people and just different voices and stuff like that. It's really good for her. And well, she loves it as well, because she's getting loads of fuss. And then we came home, I got the rest of my steps in for the day. And then we watched The Exorcist, didn't we? What did you think to The Exorcist movie?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was probably one of the scarier films that I've seen brought out this side of 2020.
It was rough at the end where the little girl was stuck in like the purgatory bit, and they changed the voice of her dad, who said, "I choose you." He changed it to the demon, but then pulled her under. That was rough.
Yeah.
Because she was just straight up dead after that.
Yeah.
Like a fucking 8-year-old girl.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was really good.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
And Sunday has started with us both wearing these little masks because our eyes are so tired. This has been, honestly, hats off to mums and dads that just get on with loads of broken sleep and are doing really good with it, because we're not used to this. Our sleep is so good and we look after our sleep. Probably we could always look after it better, but we look after our sleep really well. Maggie's been home a week now, and I think there's been two nights where she's slept through. Last night we got up twice. I did one, Andy did one. And then I got up with her this morning at about 7:30, and we've just been chilling since. And we're going to be chilling for a lot of the day. I've got a few bits that I want to do. I've got some admin stuff to do. I'm still doing my change of name. Ooh. I need to sort her insurance out because she's got 4 weeks left on it, and I want to make sure that it's good to go. I want to get my steps done, which I will do. And I might go and do 20 minutes cardio as well at the gym today, because Andy's going to go for a run. And then I'm actually just shopping, which is quite nice. Everyone who wanted my birthday and Christmas list is not very happy with my birthday and Christmas list, because it's all competing stuff, and they're like, no, we want to get you something now and it's more personal. So I am just shopping for things that I might like and putting them on my birthday and Christmas list. So I'm doing a bit of that. What else was I going to do today? I need to do my nails. Yeah, not a whole lot else, which is nice. We both really need to just not do a lot. One thing that we are doing this morning, though, is catching up on Olympia bits. Bumstead's just announced that he's retiring. Heavy weekend for retirements, but if you're going to do it at the 60th Olympia.
Maggie.
Go on, say it again.
Hi, YouTube.
We look great this morning. How tired are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm not too bad. It's just my face is showing it. Because you're a little crybaby.
Well, it's only wheeze, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 1 and 4 o'clock. She'll be like, I need to piss.
She did an enormous shit this it's amazing how something so small can create a shit like that.
When does her bladder get stronger?
Don't know, but I'm really hoping that's soon. Because I can't. I'm going to need a few more of these eye patches. We're getting on all right though, aren't we?
Aren't we just?
How are you feeling after week 1 of being a dog dad?
That's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is the best. And she's doing really well. She's super smart. The only thing that is the drawback at the minute is that she wakes us up in the night. And as far as that goes, we're hardly having any accidents in the house now. I don't think we had any yesterday or the day before, did we?
No.
No. And that's a weird thing. They just suddenly stop and then you realise, oh, we haven't had any little accidents.
Well, we don't let her give us a sign when she needs to go outside. We just almost have her on like an hour and a half schedule to take her outside.
Yeah, but she has started showing us, hasn't she, when she needs to go for a poo.
Poos, yeah.
It's mental. She just runs around in a circle looking really chaotic. But, you just learning these things as you go along.
Bed to make sure that we get some good sleep. Otherwise we'll wake up looking like a bag of dicks.
So after watching The Standard of Girls at PCA London on Sunday and noticing that they all have a proper chocolate block of abs, Andy was like, why don't you get yourself an ab roller? And I was like, oh God. So here I am, I've got a new toy amongst all of Maggie's. So I really struggle with this. Andy's just demoed them as well and made it look so fucking easy. But hopefully I'll get better at them, and hopefully I'll also have some chocolate block abs when it comes to getting on stage, but here's to hoping. I am just out getting my last steps of the day. I've just had, and I hate myself for it every single time, a mega meal, which is 2 of my rice and meat meals put together. I was actually saying to my friend Carly earlier, I am so done with food. I'm definitely at a point where, even though there's probably about 12 weeks of off-season to go, that I'm ready to prep. My food is high to the point where I'm uncomfortable, and I'm just ready to diet. I'm ready to diet because for the last 2 years I've just been pushing for this next goal, and there's been very few times over the last 2 years where I've been in a body that I've loved and that I've been comfortable in. I've just been pushing and living in a body that gets me to the next goal. And whilst I'm always happy and feeling positive that I'm sitting better in it at X weight, bodybuilding is like that. You're either dieting or you're pushing up for a next show. There's no like living in the middle somewhere that you're really, really happy. And I'm just ready to start dialing back now. And I'm all the more ready when I eat 2 meals on top of each other like that. And I actually really need this walk to go and help that digest. If you're eating big meals, go out for a walk. It really does help. The rest of the evening is going to be spent doing my nails. I've just sorted out Maggie's pet insurance. Andy's watching football. I'm doing my nails and hanging out with these guys. You know what I said about food I didn't want to eat? Final meal going in after mega meal, which has been upped and is now 50 grams of oats, 20 grams of whey, banana and Biscoff. Yeah, not a bad problem to have food-wise, like taste-wise, but over and out.